Roll from your room? Can you do that? Roll in the... I miss 160 OZ to roll. 200 is too much. You said my room? I don't even know how to get there. You said my room? I don't even know how to get there. My room? I don't even know how to get there. Yeah, that's the last of it, then. Yeah, that's the last. 4 limiteds and a legendary.
Okay. See if we can run something.
Yes.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
My God.
Cool room.
Alrighty. See ya. Thanks for coming out. Which one's she in? Legendary 2? Who else is in Legendary 2? Lucifer, Rumi, Satan, Oguchi. Oh, that's scary.
There's just
Legendary
too many bad
scares the
things
shit out
in the legendary lineup.
of me. Like, Legendary tickets actually scare the fuck
Oh,
out
look,
of me.
it's Casso. On time.
Hey, double sevens. Who do I get? What the fuck?
Really? Another flat?
Fuck!
Well, now you gotta use him. You got a new free.
That was just a full angle, but what the fuck?
Hi, Tachi.
You don't get any premiums for that. Damn. Oh. That's so funny. Don't you fucking start. Double gold, here we go. That's so funny. Platinum, let's go. Shizuka, come on, just show up, please. See? That's fine with me. I'll take that. That is fine. That's another weapon slot that I don't have. Great. That's not a waste. Unlike this roll here. Drops is beautiful. Most expensive drop you've ever seen in your fucking life. Here, take a loot, please. Oh, shit. Here we go. Can you fuck yourself? Like, stop giving me shit. Like, these shit eyes. Like, just give me sevens. You're a paying customer here. I don't even know what you gave me for eyes. That's how I know. That shit. Platinum. Shizuka? Kench! Fuck. Oh, so I don't like these big units. I really don't.
See, you should have had a bad mouth, Kenshin.
It has. I've gotten the platinum on this guy.
It's just pretty cool, but her moves are entirely too slow.
But I have gotten a platinum on fish eyes. What happened to all the
the game froze. I tried to load it back in, but I had to reset the app. If you fully have to close the app, it pretty much kicks you out of the stream.
There we go. Come on,
so I expect very short streams.
What the fuck?
If I do crash, I'll be back though.
Come on, Shizuka, just show up right now. We need to be done with this. Satan again, okay.
That's fantastic. I'm glad.
What happened to his eyes? They like shit themselves.
Look at just how much HP his boss has on him.
Your last roll, your last chance.
He also goes invisible, which I swear is
Money.
I mean, it's a visual glitch, but I swear they did that on purpose. Gotta be.
Booty.
Right? The
Good.
new unit that just added in the game,
This one or not?
she does like 99 mil. Most vanguards, unless you're severely OP, they'll hit over damage cap, which is 9 mil, 9.9.
Dang.
But yeah, the new vanguard hits for like 99 mil. One scroll even. The problem is that it's well, no, it's not like Genshin. Genshin, you can just have a one scroll, like C0 basically, and you'd be good. But for this game, you charge. Basically, you have to charge your vanguards normally, with the exception of KG, this girl. But the charge doesn't last very long, and then you gotta recharge it if they only have one scroll or less than 5 scrolls.
Really?
Oh, look, and she's also a mount.
I can choose between another order designation, or I can get the weapon.
How cool is that? She's got a Gundam.
Order designation or the weapon slots.
I'd say KG still trumps the new Vanguard battle made in Shizuka. I mean, because things in this game are very situational.
Yeah.
Like when you switch to mount form in KG, your timer doesn't run out. It comes to a standstill. When you swap, you also it removes status effects like poison, burn, slow, stop, all that.
Oh, that's a new hair for me. That's a new hair for me.
Let's see if anyone wants to
I
join.
never got the other hairs, so that paid off there. Alright.
I tried to speedrun the islands, which are dungeons I gotta farm for the weapon I'm working on. I'm almost done too. But it's so hard to do with lag. You have to compensate for lag. Okay.
Friggin' tension. I went from never having tension to having a computer.
I'm still trying to get a PS5 though. I'm not giving up.
How is she 145? I leveled her up. Her level cap is 150. So I leveled her up to 145 with tickets.
I will try to stream all the games in the near future. Probably solo games and the occasional shooter, but the grind is too real in this game.
Yeah, just experience it, okay?
Plus they throw events at us like pretty much every 2 weeks, unless they extend them.
Oh, music stuff.
And they're usually pretty important because you can get like in-game materials for like really good weapons and armor, or some cool skins. You can get some cool skins for your god mode. Basically, that's what a Vanguard is.
Probably. Like, what did I end up getting? 2 Kenshin, a Shingen, 2 Satans, 1 Shizu.
Right? Oh man.
That's pretty good. That's
last stream I kind of got my booty clapped. just a little bit. But I blame the lag though. It's hard to compensate for the lag sometimes.
Well,
I was running Forest of Chaos, but by the time you see a laser, you're dead. There's no rolling out of it.
Like,
In this case, you try to iframe, hopefully it saves you, or you perfect block, and the game recognizes it, and you might just live through it, because bosses can crit you in this game. I might try to make one of those mags. There's a piece of armor in the game, supposedly makes you immune to critical blows. I might try that for a 4th mag, if I can get some good honest on it. Here, I'll run one of the other dungeons. Oh no, did we crash? We might have crashed.
Oh, that first 5 roll.
Is that McDonald's Wi-Fi? Oh, check out this person's cool weapon. Look how cool that bow looks. Both of them.
Has used experience tickets to 125. Then you use scrolls, and she only got +1 level per scroll. Yeah.
Wish I could flex, but I'm still at scrub. I don't get anything that cool. Technically, this is a spear version of that weapon, but most spears have really... They're kind of ugly. Oh, you got... Oh, he really flexing. Nice.
Yeah.
That's the raid on the right, and this is the falling star. I might make one just because it looks cool.
Damn, why don't want to report a problem? Fucking fish eyes.
Look, it's touchy. Here, I'll show you the skins that I have for my weapons. Is for a sword. You can get a glow stick, a rapier, a katana, another sword, and this like half of a scissor, I guess. And this watermelon. I mean, low-key are little racist for this. Wait, do I have? Look at this one. I know he says turkey leg, but it's clearly fried chicken. Come on now.
I probably spent like $70 on fish eyes,
Let's see what else we got. We got a lollipop. That's from the event. That's from the previous event, the chocolate event. / Valentine's event, I guess. And another glow stick. That one's supposed to be from the chocolate event. Let's see. It's also basically the same weapons, but for twin swords, daggers. Let's see what we have for the Odachi. Oh, the Odachi gets parasols. They get umbrellas.
I'll buy like 5 of them.
A chocolate bar. A katana. That one's pretty cool.
How high should experience tickets be used?
Oh, and watermelon. Don't forget about the watermelon. Where is it?
You should never use extra scrolls.
There it is. Look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Watermelon OP. Oh, I like these.
Okay, where's this scroll?
These only cost 10 OC, which you can pretty much use free OC. You get OC, like 25 OC, just logging into the game every day.
Yeah.
I got this one. You can get these two for 10 OC.
Satan Girl's max level.
They look cool.
150. if given to Gargoyle,
I have this one.
But it's all of them. If given to Gargoyle as a present, like
this one, I like this one a lot.
It will give you 10 million experience.
Okay, like, here let's run something.
Do you see where it says 10 million? Like, that's what that says, right? It's not a billion, it's 10 million experience. If we look at Rumi, it says 10 million experience. Ellie, 10 million. Lucifer, 10 million. Aramin, 10 million.
I need my copy for this. That's the Ice Wolf. He carries me.
And we go up, oh fuck. This thing.
I mean, Twin Sword scales pretty fast.
That's 10 million.
If you have like Fujin,
this gives
Sublime.
100,000 to an assist character.
Look at Water Dragon. Yeah.
One scroll.
Can you see what it looks like?
Like, put this. I guess it's ticket 4, ticket 3. Doesn't even matter.
She's actually a girl though.
One scroll.
I can get a horsey. He's ass when I'm talking about brownie. I can get a little floaty. Couple robots. Surfing board.
EXP tickets. So, like...
Oh, look, you like my skin? See that backpack?
Give scrolls
pretty
for
cool,
experience. Huh? Like, it's... Like, if we just keep fucking doing this math, like, you're on a drop boost, who cares? How much tickets you gonna run from Experience Engine? Like, 60? 60?
This is really good for farming,
60
because it's really fast. Pretty much the fastest amount in the game, currently. Technically, you can get everything in the game for free, if you're willing to, like, grind or sell stuff with red currency in the game, like just craft or farm something and then sell it for OC. But RNG plays a big factor in that.
So,
because you can roll, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you get what you want. You have to roll a lot.
A scroll, a covenant scroll.
This game is a gadget game through and through. That aside, it's a pretty fun game.
An assist character, he gets them 10 million experience. But one experience ticket is 100,000. So therefore, 100 experience tickets is the same as a scroll. Therefore, you get like 120 tickets for like 2 runs on a boost. Yeah. Okay, so 1 scroll Satan experience.
I mean, now for your Vanguard, your partners, they do scale of your own strength, your weapons and armor, stats and all that. But some of them are actually pretty broken. They can compensate for not being crazy strong yourself.
Just any support character in general.
Plus, even if you only have a 1 scroll, for a unit you can still use them. You just gotta recharge them. It takes a while to recharge them, but they're still useful.
Like when you feed the scrolls, you have to do it on this red button here. And then their level cap.
We'll do a lower difficulty for this, and I'll show you. I'll show you a new Vanguard. I only have a 1 scroll for her, but she's kind of OP even at 1 scroll.
Never do it from this. Never. That's only for tickets. Like you just don't use the scroll. Yeah.
It's so squirrely.
Right. So
technically,
like
these guys, you can make them chase you instead of chasing them.
Or Kiritan. My Kiritan's 1 scroll, she goes to 130. And for every other scroll you get
see a little timer waning down. That's how long you can stay on your god mode fused with your Vanguard. Think of it like Gogeta from DVC.
Someone could roll and be like,
you pretty much fuse with your Vanguard.
And they could have like 8 Shingen.
In this form though, no timer, but just like all the mounts, you have a stamina bar. when it runs out, it's like you run out of fuel. You can no longer use them for that run.
I don't know. I think you have to use it from the stream. I honestly don't know because I've never tried it. My roomie's mad.
Now, for mounts, they're not tied to player stats. But supposedly, they do get slightly stronger the higher you are in level. So, you know, that's good to know. He froze me. See how I'm frozen? I can just swap out of it. Now, depending on the skill, whether you're in Vanguard or not, you can kind of cancel out of it if you block or dash or swap, or even like swap skills. But yeah, this ain't an event dungeon. You just you get the currency. I can show you what the vendor's selling. You get a couple of skins. What else? In-game materials for this one. The other one too. The one in the other area. But what you get is kind of random. You get like skill cards to put in weapons. We might have. Oh no, we made it. What else? You get some really, really good stuff, but it's random. What you get, you just run it. The other one also has a ton of outfits for your units. And for you, there's a couple outfits for the players, but you have to grind it a lot. You need like 30,000 drops or something. This game is very grindy. That aside, though, it's pretty fun. Yeah, we're on the second floor. We still haven't done that one. There's also challenges for running these successfully in different difficulties and a set amount of times. You can get some pretty good stuff from your challenges. They made it cheaper to restore your energy. Running just energy dungeons. Normally event dungeons, the wardings, the stuff with the better stuff in the game basically uses energy to run it. Your energy can restore over time, and it caps depending on your level. Like, since I'm 130, my energy caps at 130. You see the timer? It recharges fairly fast. Faster than Genshin, that's for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go put that in my room right now. Oh, I see. Also, it did add the awakening. Yeah. Then you're adding the awakening. That's fine.
So friendship items. So there's regular story partners. You use these to level them up. And the story partners, they affect, the more you level them, they can affect your storage and inventory space. The chances at a successful, at crafting something successfully. What else? They can sell you, the vendor can sell you better stuff. It also unlocks more titles for you and more like points towards your parameters. Well, let's kill this guy real quick. You also don't really take any damage when you're on your mount, but he uses up his stamina, his fuel, if you will. Let's take a look. So as my title, it gives me affinity towards sword, the power type weapons basically. Sword, Odachi, which is a two-handed sword, and axe. So right now I'm wearing the fire knowledges. So I have like max fire. Here I'll show you, and max skill force towards every class. They're basically universal armor that lets you pretty much be good at any class. So yeah, I have max fire, but they're minus water. It's the thing. They'll usually have like a negative. And you also max out your physical attack speed, so that's good. What else? You get these are your stats. These are your parameters. So power effects. How could you with a sword, Odachi, and axe? Vitality. I mean, it'll affect other things too. It might give you a little bit of HP. Vitality makes you good with a spear. That's the modifier for spear, which is technically the tank class in the game, quote unquote. It gives you physical defense also and more HP. Basically, your main stats, your base stats give you well, they give you base stats. They give you affinity, which also adds towards your attack. What else? There's wisdom, which is for 1. Basically, the attack mage class in the game. Mine is for like support, which is staff. They can also do magical damage, but their main role is supposed to be support. Like they can cure you, revive you, give you mana back, and all that. And then Dex is for basically piercing, which is daggers and bow, for the most part. Piercing also gives you more crit. I forget how much it was. I think 8 Dex. I think it is. Gives you 1 crit. That's your critical chance. That's your crit chance, and then what is it? Your crit force. That's your crit damage, basically. What else? Mage classes, their main the base stats also give them like a bigger mana pool, bigger mana regeneration, and all that. But everyone pretty much subs a staff for like self-support, so they can cure themselves. Ignore the baby heals. That's basically to charge your vanguards. Let's say if you don't have an enemy that you're ready and willing to engage, you can just go to a corner and charge up. You just spam spells, and they'll charge up. So when you use the abilities on a weapon, you lose your ability, but it'll give you a charge towards your vanguard. Blocking, taking damage, pretty much everything that you do will charge your vanguard. See, this gives you mana. This gives you rapid storm, so you can move faster. It's pretty useful. But yeah, staffs are good. To be a substat for like self-support, so you can give some support for your teammates if they need it. What else? So pretty much your damage scales of attack, skill force, and element. A combination of those 3 stats. There's also physical element. There's what is it? Piercing, slice, multi-hit's also an element. Poison's also an element, but he's like the stepchild. We don't talk about poison. Because they don't really give us armor in the game that lets you scale with poison per se. Although they are poison weapons, they're actually pretty good because they're high level. They have basically the higher a weapon, the higher its attack would scale. Especially when you enhance them.
No, you have to run a lot of it. They get like every 10 tickets is 1,000,000 experience.
Yes, so it's weak against mounting.
It's honestly like, oh, you fully level up.
So depending on your vanguards, you'll have skills. Their skills will have a physical or an actual element, or a combination of both. And then pretty much you want to play with the monster's weaknesses. The class of monster also plays a part on whether they'll resist your damage. Mounts, since they don't really scale up your own stats, they can kind of circumvent like the resistance of monsters. They'll still do good damage no matter what, so long as they're like leveled and stuff. See how I took health damage if I just swap? See, I'll be back to full HP, full SP, no status effects. This way, she's pretty much the best Vanguard in the game. I was lucky enough to get her by rolling. Wishing, if you will, like in Genshin. But they sort of do have a PD system. It's sort of like the lottery, you get like scraps for the tickets that you use. And if you have enough of them, you can just flat out buy a Vanguard mount in the game, or let's say an outfit for them. Some outfits you can get from like, you know, from like events.
Yeah, the heal's really good. Yeah, I'm putting heal on weapon too. I am. Because you give you first skill to like deal damage and change the fire, set up the damage path multiplier.
I want to show you the new Vanguard after this dungeon. Gee, so broken. You can also block on your Vanguards. You can't use boost, liquor basically, which gives you like buffs. But you can still use food, drop boosts. You cannot use the drop boost when you're on your mount. If you do, if you don't like to use it, you'll pretty much have lost it.
I like buffs on slot 3. I don't know you, but like it's usually my buffs are slot 1 and slot 3. It's one of the two. That's how I feel about it.
See how he just drank from his gourd that moves well, I almost ran out of charge for dicking around. So that's an attack boost. The thing he just drank. That thunder move he uses, it pretty much just staggers you a little bit. You don't hit terribly hard. I can attack on this form so long as I don't run out of charge. Taking hits will use up your charge. I'm talking to my friend, he's watching my stream. So we got some you don't usually get very much from event dungeons, some XP. Some event currency. I also don't think you can let's swap out. When you're mounted, you also can't open your menus. So let's see. Oh, this I want to show you. Look at how much XP I need TNL. I think this is how much I have. You see this big number as like billions or trillions. That's what I'm at, and this is what I need. This right here. I don't think my calculator can. Yeah. Sometimes they delay them, so they stay out longer. But pretty much every 2 weeks they have 2 to 3 events. They cycle them. Sometimes come out with new ones. Sometimes really good ones. If they push them back, they might stay around for like a month, which is good because some events are very grindy, so the more time you have to run it, the better. We're under new management since we migrated to the JP server when they merged server, so I feel like quality of life would improve over time. They're definitely more generous than our previous managers. We I think I told you last time right now they're commemorating the release of their mobile version for the game. It is separate from the actual game. I do not endorse playing it because it overheats your phone really bad, unless you can play it on like BlueStacks or something. It is the vanilla version of the game, so there's still a lot of bugs that have to be fixed. I'm sure they're still playing catch up. They won't have access to all the content that we do currently. But the actual game is on PlayStation, PS4, PS5, on Steam. They migrated the Steam the PC server for North America to Steam. They didn't really let them keep their accounts. That's a big move. You have to pretty much make a new account. And they still have the JP server for PC and also the Switch. I hear the Switch is very laggy though, even more than on PS4. Let's see. What shall we run? We could run. Oh yeah, I want to show you. I want to show you a new Vanguard. She's only at one scroll, but she's still pretty OP. I'm still trying to figure out how to use her.
It's gonna be like these three moves: boundary, flame, and healing.
Where is she? Here she is. I still have to level her up some more. Hopefully I can get more scrolls for her. But yeah, so long as you're around for events, at least the good ones when they come around, it's really easy to be OP. You get the stuff that you need to craft like endgame weapons and armor. It's really easy to get to mid-game if you're a new player nowadays, because they added an XP dungeon in the wardings that helps out a lot. It's really easy to get to 120. After that, it takes a truckload of XP. Let me see. But yeah, most of the in-game materials you can get from event. What else? You can also get some decent weapons from the vendor early on, like when you start out. They give you a lot of attack. The level 90 ones come with rank 6 skills, like the good skills for the weapons, so that helps out a lot. Yeah, we can take a look real quick. He can also sell you random mags depending on his bargain rotation, which you can also manipulate. Let's take a look. They did add Magatamas to him, basically the armor in the game. They are really good. Well, let's just give you raw defense and skill force, which it probably helps out players that have nothing else just yet and are starting out, but it's really heavy to equip, so you can pretty much only equip one. Pretty much. Oh yeah, the weapons. Take a look at the weapons. So these flip crystals are a consumable that let you teleport pretty much like a waypoint from anywhere that you are, except from inside a dungeon, into the big crystal, which is tied to like pretty much all the areas and dungeons in the game, or just about. I have some in person. You can hotbar it, same with your drop boosts, which are very important because RNG is really bad in this game. And you put them on your hotbar. HP, SP, res spots. If your resonance is high enough, you can get some really good. You can get this, which is an AOE res for your party, so it's really useful. Look, this potion gives you a lot of HP, SP. Max HP in the game is 50,000 currently, even on Vanguard. And max SP I think is 3,000 if I recall. Max skill force is 500. Max element I believe is 250. I think crit force too. Yeah. So when he's rank 14, he can sell you these weapons.
So fucking good. I do. And it's not dark.
They're only level 90, but if you notice the substats, they give you a lot of like skill, force, and attack. They're pretty much better than what you can find in the story until you get. Oh yeah, definitely, Jerry. Like I'm talking like 1% to 0.01%, like 1 out of 400 runs for an endgame material. And even then, when you're crafting a weapon or armor, or repairing it even, like enhancing it, you have a chance of breaking your weapon on a failed enhancement. Like you can break the slots in your armor. You used to be able to on a failed creation or enhancement, you used to be able to lose your armor. I doubt they ever fixed that. And they recently added that if you get a bad repair, because your weapons do have durability, you do have a chance at losing your weapon, which is another dick move. I don't know what to do that. Keep you spending and grinding, I guess. But if you use a repair fairy, which is a consumable, and it's fairly easy to get, you use it on your weapon when you repair it, it'll prevent a bad repair or the loss of your weapon upon a bad repair. But if you repair often, normally you have less chances of getting a bad repair. A bad repair can also lower the durability of your weapon. But there's ways to like Dura farm to max durability, which is 7,000 durability, which is a lot. Especially since you can cycle through 4 weapons at a time that you can equip. And 2 accessories, which are basically like armor, and 4 pieces of armor. But yeah, when you first start out, I think you only gotta get them to like level 3 or something, really low. They can sell you these level 1 weapons. They're normally better than anything that you can identify, is to help out new players. They're actually really strong, cheap to repair. You can use duplicates instead of artisan swords to enhance them to +100. It's useful if you want to like rank up a skill change. I won't get too much into that, but they're decent. The skills that come in them, they're not great, but you can always slap on new skills if you get. Basically, when you level up a skill, you can go to another vendor and either evolve the skill or make a copy of the skill and put it on a weapon you actually want it on. Like, let's say you get a dark skill, you craft a dark weapon, you put it on that, and it will do like great, fantastic. What else? But yeah, so yeah, it helps out new players a lot. Great weapons. Look, someone joined. Hello, person. Sorry, I'm just dicking around.
What is this? Negative rain, negative wind?
I don't have all night. Oh, my bad.
I can wear a Gemini?
One, I think I got a hard run left, and a health run. One hard hell left.
Black kite, double Gemini. My double crit Gemini could come out. That is a good weapon. That is the worst. My lychee's all soft. In case you ever are curious.
Or I still gotta work on the new Vanguard, so for hell mode I better use KG. She's pretty solid. She's still like the strongest Vanguard in the game, hands down, in my opinion, anyways. Because no other Vanguard in the game comes pre-charged or with a mount form, as far as I know. Yet. Whoops, wrong one.
Where's that too much chocolate?
No, third floor. I already ran those. I mean, I am willing to help, but energy is finite. You have to like either use consumables that can be hard to get to restore your energy, or just let it restore itself over time.
I don't see it here.
And I'm pretty sure I put third floor in the party box, so that's what I went into. They'll play Rage. It's okay. I'll give them a minute in case they want to join. Now, let's say you go into a dungeon on accident, the wrong dungeon. If you reset your app, you just close it. You actually get to keep your energy, usually. So long as it's a DC, purpose DC, not an error. If you get an error screen, is curtain to use your energy. So long as no one like aggro's triggers a cutscene, you usually keep your energy. Okay, I gave you 2 whole seconds. Sorry, dude. I think I'm using the wrong weapon. It's alright. Cage is my weapon. Alright, you got this, KG. Oh, she made it in. You locked out. Oh, you were gonna get locked the fuck out just now. I think when you Vanguard swap, you also want to make sure you're on the right weapon and armor, because it will affect your damage. Normally, raw attack, the base attack of your weapon, that's what will affect your Vanguard the most, but your other stats will too.
I like one or not. You know how many times I said this stream that I ended here with it's like one of those weird Hollywood days where it's just, oh yeah, so anyway, I was doing this, the next thing you know.
This guy is pretty much weak to fire. So unless you don't hit him to the same element that he's on, he'll pretty much be okay. Oh, he switches elements a lot, this guy. He can also summon the other bosses in the game if you take too long enough in killing them. It also depends on how much health he has left. So yeah, he can summon the other bosses in the game. So far, I've only had it happen when I was soloing. Like, I tried to show my friend, but when I was running with other people, he just wouldn't do it. Oh, normally you want to avoid that, at least back in the day. Oh, it did hit me. It slowed me down. I didn't take much damage, but it slowed me down.
Oh, you do not want to target with that. Does it hit everything?
Yeah, Warframe's definitely has better energy than Oni, hands down. I'm gonna circle back to that. Warframe's pretty fun. Right now I'm juggling like 7 different games though, counting my mobile games. I gotta figure out how to stream those.
I fucked up though. Because I used the uncharged version of the move. So now I don't have it. I don't have the buff. Okay. So I can like one-shot this fucker?
But yeah, if you have an OP friend, anyone that's willing to help you, you don't gotta be OP. At least not right away.
Alright, what else we got? Foundry. Yeah. Really? Okay.
Some dungeons are brutal.
Oh yeah,
the level 140 plus energy dungeons, like the perks there, they can be pretty brutal. And Oni mode? Oni mode is like Nightmare in some games. You get a lot of restrictions. You're not allowed to use crit, which usually lets you lifesteal if you have a Shiami, which is a piece of armor in the game. Even though it's an old school piece of armor, it still puts in work. Let me see. You can't use a Vanguard mount in Oni mode. You can't use boost, but you can still use the food and drops, drop boosts. What else? Your HP and SP get nerfed to the ground. I think you get like 2k SP, 20k HP, cap being 50k. Everything you're okay. Hard mode now. I did tell you one of each. Technically I could do more hard runs, but I want to show you different dungeons. Now, normally since it's just a boss fight dungeon, it would be hard to charge. I would pretty much have to charge from the boss by using my regular attack. Or here's another way to charge. If you just spam support skills, since they use Dura, it actually gives your Vanguard more charge. I did say it, one of each, because I had my couple hair runs before. I bet you I just wasted energy. It would be more helpful and generous, but I just took the third shot for the vaccine. The booster. And I'm running a fever. Like, I literally did that today. I'll give them a chance so they can back out. I bet you they went on hell. Or the first floor. Oh, they made it. Yay. I honestly think they kind of fucked up. He's not really weak to ice per se, or beast type, I suppose. Since some mounts are beast types. But you also, Nakama will still put out a couple mil per hit, so that's not bad. Players can also buff you when you're on God mode. On God. How much cooldown does the Ogis have? Where is he? Come here, man. He's invisible again. God damn it. You went up. Oh wait, I'm using her regular. I think you really just need this fire. Because Keiichi, she gets a physical damage sword, slice element basically, a fire sword, a wind sword, and a mountain sword. So technically quadruple element. I know she took a nerf a while back, but she's still OP. She's still hell OP. Okay. So give me a sec, I will be right back real quick, because I gotta use the restroom. Okay, I'm back.
She's strong to be Lucifer. Interesting. Gray should beat up the Grays. I think typing's gonna hold her back. Not gonna lie, I think typing holds her back.
Here, we can take a look at the vendor, who also happens to be the new Vanguard, the upgraded version of the first Vanguard, story partner that you get in the game. They usually doubles up as your storage inventory girl. You also have a room. You have like a little house that you can put furnishing and stuff in. You can. It's hard to equip furnishing though without a keyboard and mouse. You can also put one of your partners in there at a time. Let's say if you want to craft some peas, sort your inventory with too much lag, something like that. You can do that. Let's see. Here's the items exchange. Let's see, can we see that? So there's an accessory that you can equip. The accessories you get from games, I guess for beginner players, they're not awful, but there's way better stuff that you can get from rolling, like HP, attack element, crit chance, and all that. Let's see what this is. Usually a skin, so you can. I guess it's like her hair braid. Actually, I have a lot of the event currency for this event. What's this? Manifestation scroll. What is this? Inaroya. Is this a skin for her weapon? Is that what this is? I think that's what that is. Can we see what it looks like? I think it's a blue and silver bow. Okay, it's the gold one. It's not bad. I like how it's a longbow like samurais use, so I might get it just for that. It's actually kind of cool. It is a little costly. If you run the 3rd floor, you can only do 3 tries a day per difficulty. But the 1st and 2nd floor, you can run an infinite amount of time as long as you have energy to do so. But the 3rd floor, though, the 3rd floor usually drops you both event currencies if there's multiple currencies. Well, the 1st and 2nd floor usually drop you one of the 2 currencies. Let's see, energy restores, stuff like money boost, XP drop boost that you can use on regular dungeons. What else? Some potions. They pretty much give us those for free. They're decent, I guess. Prayer crystals let you, let's say your partner, your unit dies, your mount or whatever, you can use these to revive them. Technically, you can still summon them after like half a minute. They'll be at like 1 HP. If you use a prayer crystal, it'll revive. It'll heal them fully. And then while they're away, because they got wrecked, their health will replenish by itself over time. There's also assist partners. Yeah, I can show you that. That gives you buffs. They can fight on their own, but they're not very tanky. They can pretty much people use them because they give you buffs. They can cure themselves, cure you. Give you more damage so you can deal better. So I got a couple of the Gargoyle girls, the Satan girl. Can we see what they look like? There's outfits that you can get for them. That's a bit of a flex though, because it costs a rare currency in the game, which is farmable. Unless they're like event locked. Like this one, the May ones, I believe you can get these right now. At least some of them, from the other event that's going on, the gala event to commemorate the 8 years that the game has been out, and I suppose to commemorate their mobile game, which just came out like a week ago or so. You can build them to be like physical DPS. They can buff themselves and attack, but I would say they're not gonna deal more damage to you. Basically, people just use them for support, so they can give you buffs. So here's the story partner. So the first story partner that you get is Lady Shizuka. She's a princess. You get to save a damsel in distress. Spoiler alert. Her bodyguard, aka the blacksmith in the game, Muroko. He is the vendor in the game, basically. A cat girl, cause you know why not? She's the bartender, if you will. She sells you booze. Also, she's naked. I think they reduced her bust a little bit in the mobile game. They cover her up a little bit. This dude, he lets you like enhance and cover your skills. There's the armor in the game. She makes armor. Well, she loves breaking your armors and mod slots. Maybe because she's got an eye patch. And this dude, he's got challenges that you can do. Early game that might be fun and exciting. You don't really get anything great out of it, but it's pretty cool. And this girl, she gives you, his sister, she gives you titles that you can equip if you meet the requirements for it. And it gives you like more affinity, which is like more attack. You can get a title for like element or something to buff your overall DPS with a type of weapon. Okay, so let's go kill something. Let's go rough up something. Look, it's a JP player. Hey, person. Hey. Let's see. What shall we run? Let's take a look. There is an in-game dungeon. The wardings, the energy dungeons in the game, with the exception of event dungeons, they change every day. There'll be a different one that's open every day. And we are on JP time, so the day resets at, I guess what would be, I want to say 10 a.m. East. I think that's when the day changes in the game, which I think is like midnight their time, give or take.
Really? Okay, I think I built it wrong. I think what you want to do is you don't want to...
You do want to run the daily event dungeon for 2A, which has limited tries. You can do it 3 times a day when it's here, so basically once a week. Unfortunately, I'm not strong enough in week KG to solo it. At least not without using a great deal of revives. Now, using revives in the game, including soul eggs, well, using revive, your regular revives lowers your score, and your score affects your drop rate as far as how much gold, XP, and drops you get in those nerfies. And there is a scoreboard for people that like to flex. There is a scoreboard for dungeons. I'll show you. I think you can access it from your menu screen now, but here we'll take a look.
Thorn has like no cooldown, and it's...
Let's take a look.
Like once you get that super powered buff...
XP dungeon. So the health version of the XP dungeon is open on the weekends. All the gargoyles are open on the weekends. I usually alternate them depending on the day of the week. the days of the week also correspond to a certain element, including physical elements. Let's see. Wish I could run this, but I need a teammate for that. At least a human shield to aggro for me while I flex. Let's see. What can we? Yeah, let's check out Inferno real quick. So here's the ranking. From here you can choose what dungeon you want to check out. Let's see, what is that dungeon that people run a lot? Gamble Temple? No. Oh, you can see a level of the dungeons now. Could you always? They're sorted by level. Nice. That was smart. What's this? 145? Forest Chaos. Oof. Normal, Hard in Hell. Solo. Not many people can solo it. So that's a big flex. You pretty much need a KG to do it. Unless you have the new Vanguard 5 scrolls in. Yeah.
You can charge? No, you can't charge.
In party? Oh, look at that. Oh no. We're 13th place. My friends are in first though. That's pretty nice. They ran it today, I think. I forget if the scoreboard resets per update or if it just stays up there. Usually, I'm in 13th. So maybe this score. I gotta get sweaty. Oh no, wait, never mind. My controller died. This new controller is kind of faulty, which explains why it was only 20 bucks as opposed to 60 bucks. It like turns off by itself. Faulty wiring, I guess. It's not our charge or anything. Let's see, what can we run? I could try and speed run islands. I still gotta do that. Prepare to get bored though, cause I gotta use a drop boost, which means that for an hour I gotta no life that dungeon and get really sweaty, so I get as many runs in. So this conductor, so basically think of onigiri like Bleach, where in the spirit world meets the human world. You do travel with the story partners on their adventures. Well, it's yours and the princess adventures, but you meet a lot of people on the way that become your partners, and you build a bond with them. There is an anime for this game, but it's not excellent. You can play this game on PS5, and you know PS5 has really good what do you call it? It's got good res, good stuff flows better, no lag. You'll still crash on occasion, but so have you seen the moon? I should take you to the moon. Let's go to the moon. So it's a big island that looks a lot like Hawaii, so that's pretty cool. There's rooms. I'll tell you about the rooms. I'd show you, but I don't have anything good in my room. However, I think tomorrow I'm supposed to get my new keyboard, because my favorite keyboard is faulty. I guess I gotta take it apart, clean it or something, and hopefully it still works. So this dude, you find him in most towns. You can sell him like stuff that you don't need or want for points, and you can use those points to get really good old school Ogies, which are like basically the two bottom skill slots. They're for your special moves. They're usually stronger than regular moves, usually. So yeah, you can sell you some decent Ogies. What else? You can sell you skins. You can sell you summon scrolls, so you can summon a little pet. In fact, where's my? Did she get wrecked? Where's my Momijima? My yokai. You do get pet yokais. Just a human. Just a human pet, a human yokai. But basically, after they reach a certain level, they cap, and you need to feed them another pet to up their level cap by like 10 or 20 levels. You do get some skills that you can allocate how you want their stats, just like another player. Just pretty cool. It's just a mage. You can actually cast stuff. Normally, yokais are very tanky. No one uses them, but they can actually take a hit for you. I was stumped. I saw my yokai save me from dying. The boss was gonna kill me, and he hit the boss, and the boss got staggered. And that was pretty clutch. They also have different types. Let's see, cowardice. I think cowardice, they don't attack very often. There's obedience. I think when you attack something, that's where they go after. And what is it? Confidence. They'll just go ham on anything that's aggro to you. Let's see what else. On a team that somebody soul struck, they would get a debuff. You're right. Or even so yeah, we hopped on this rocket ship. Now we can go to the moon. Basically, it's just a song, a loading screen. The moon's pretty nice. It has nice music. It's got a big castle that looks suspicious. Yeah, like a casino, which makes sense for a gadget game. Look, you can see the Earth. Nice. There's robots. One of the partners that you can get in the game, she builds robots. I don't think we have one as a mount yet, but I think we will eventually. We do have other types of robot mounts. And a couple cyborg girls that are from their other game. What's that other game called? They have another game. It's not great, I don't think. I doubt it's doing as great as Oni, but sometimes they'll have like a crossover with it. That's actually a permanent dungeon in the what is it? The space station that's back in the first town. You can actually teleport to a space station that's back in the first town. Which I don't know. I mean, I thought we were like in the Edo period. But, you know, why question it? Still pretty cool. See, look at the beautiful castle. The lights are a little much, same with the color scheme. Reminds me of Christmas. But it is basically Christmas already, so... There are a lot of really good dungeons that can let you craft in-game armor. Should we run it? I could run it. Who should I use though? Yeah, we'll use the first Vanguard in the game. Just to like, not but maybe the second best mobber in the game. Because the previous update to this one, they added Fuma. I think at 3 scrolls, she like just murder wrecks everything in her path really fast. I wish I had known I would have grabbed more scrolls for her. I didn't even want her. I got one on accident. But I definitely got to level her up and wait for the next time she comes around. Let's see. But yeah, regular Miyamoto Musashi, she's still like one of the best mobbers in the game. It's Little Musashi, Dark Musashi. I think she's, how many scrolls is she? And they let her go to 150 now, but how many scrolls though? Oh, okay, she's still fully awakened at 5 scrolls for now. I do predict they are gonna rework the first two Vanguards in the game to come out, which are Miyamoto Musashi and or Sasuke. Sasuke or Sasuke. No, Sasuke, she's kind of ass. She's a monkey girl with like big kunais and stuff. She would be pretty cool, but she's not good. She is not good. So I do think that they will rework her in the near future. Because they did rework their this update. They did rework their the animation for their skills. Same for some of the classes in games, like the one skills for the mage class. I'm guessing to alleviate lag. Let me see. Oh wait, have I shown you what's her name? Cat King? No, Wolf King Kaguya? Yeah, like this right here, like you can pull off like she's kinda OP. I don't know if she would be a great mobber per se, but this first weapon here. Yeah. You get the debuff, you get the turn to fire, like literally you have all the fire. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, we'll run it real quick. I'll give you cold. Palace of Rain. Do one of the Palace of Rain. I should swap on my build. At least bring a one dark weapon. Why no? I'll swap halfway and bring out a dark Vanguard for the boss. It's kind of a laggy dungeon because those robots, they shoot you with machine guns, and the lag is real when they do that. Only it's too hard for me to solo just yet, but we could do help. Level 145. Don't laugh at me if I get my booty clapped. It could happen. They did buff the level of this dungeon a good while back, a few years ago. Most of these dungeons used to be like level 100 and 120 before they raised the cap to 140 for players. I don't even want to imagine how much XP that takes. See how she's almost charged? Getting hits will give you a charge, getting kills will give you an even bigger charge. You can save stamina if you just charge her and swap. I like it. Get in here. Let's see, there's wooden Onis, aliens. They can actually block all of what do you call those? Chikigamis? Chikigamis. What else? And robots. We're just not at the robot room yet. Oh fuck. That's hilarious. Yeah. Who's left? That's like having. Oh look, a lucky box. It's basically a chest that you can get random chance of a monster. Oh, there he is. That's fucking hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. That's like what is that? There is something that is. Something is. That's like just not like OP broken like by today's standards, but she's still pretty good. She still puts in work. Like if you're OP, I feel like she'll still be OP. That's some tantalus shit. You're rolling the ball in the over. Look, even her regular attack strong. I remember when a mill or two used to be like OP or OP back in the day. Mid game when Oshu first came out, if you were hitting for like 2 mil, you were like OP. Now if you're doing damage cap nowadays, you're mediocre OP, somewhat OP.
We have Thor 6, Energy 6, Dance of Flames, Magnificent Fire 6.
I don't think I brought a darkness weapon, did I?